through the fire and snow. Voices of a north in the cold wind blow.
Shadows in the night, but the stars still glow. If I fall tonight, let the whole world know.
Calling me home where the old gods stand, through the storm and the blood red sand. The sky falls down and the rivers run slow. Hear my name in the winter snow.
Steel in the hand when the long ships sail, cold in the lungs when the night winds wail. Came from the frost where the brave don't fail. Every star got a story to tell.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. My name is Gaithy Dan, and today we're going to be talking about the first chapter in the Kindred's Book of Shadows. I'm still not sure whether I wish to make this a thing that we're going to post on YouTube for everyone to see and talk about how it should be created, or how you could create it, because the Book of Shadows is an expression of yourself. It is everything you want to know, not everything you want everyone else to know. However, this is a kindred book, which means it's made for everyone within the kindred with basic knowledge. I do plan on making my own personal book that is going to be the same style, different color binder, same style for myself. But with that being said, we're going to actually do a quick stop and pan the camera down. Okay, with that being said, now you see what we have going on here. We have the Kindred's Book of Shadows. Today we're going to be going through the first section. I'm not sure how long this will be. I'll keep an eye on the timer that I see right down there on the screen. This was the introduction to the Book of Shadows. It will be placed behind here when the time comes. But in general, what we got going on is, here we go, is a simple knowledge of universal wisdom, written by the Hammer's Goathe. Here's our entrance video, our logo, our bind rune. This is the Hammer's bind rune. It was created by our chieftain, and approved by our council. After that, we got a quick little blessing here, and this blessing says, "From Odin's breath, knowledge burns eternal." That's the motto for Hall of Divine Ruins. May Thor's hammer guide our path. May Freya's light shield our hearth. And may Hel, keeper of the threshold, stand watch between worlds, so that no harm may cross, nor eavesdroppers hear, nor thief defile, should any hand but the Goathe's profane this work. May the gods take vengeance swift and sure, and our ancestors rise to defend their sacred craft. This one is on this specific book. When I start making a digital copy that other people can do, I'm going to have a different kind of protection page. But this is ours. Over here is our table of contents. It's a few pages long, obviously. And it goes section by section, and it goes section by section via color, which we have tabs for chapters, and then alphabets, which will be put up along the top here in the future. These three tabs mean something totally different, so they're not going to be used in the process. We're going to start off, simple enough, going through just a quick form of what these stand for. And then we're going to come back at a later date and go through everything as a kindred, one by one by one. And those videos you're not going to see on YouTube. They will be private and only shared with Hammer's Omnibus on their Discord channel, as this is a specific book for them. So we start off with chapter 1, the red chapter, titled Rites and Ceremonies of the North. So the rites and ceremonies of the North has 8 complete subsections, A through H. And it goes over stuff like foundations of ritual, craft of the old ways, how the purpose of your stuff, the hammer and the circle, preparation and alignment, the tools and materials needed, invocations, and the conclusion of the ceremony, establishing the sacred hallways, the nature of the Vey, the act of Holloweg, the tools of the Vey, calling witnesses, the boundary as a living force, and closing of the Vey, different ceremonial forms, applications, the living presence, the spirit of the blot, what a blot is, ritualistic ceremonies, the roles within them need to be taken, oath taking, rites of the strength, all the way to the kindred rituals, which tells us how to open up a basic ritual outline. This one specifically for the kindred, which means it includes a Wiccan priestess or Wiccan priest. Because we are open, we have different faiths inside of our group. So Wiccan priest or priestess will open up our circle for our divination and our services. And that's what this all is. You go past that, and we got our rituals for initiation through the hammers, color coded for each person's stuff. For instance, the red is the chieftain. This is just orders from the Seop, the officiant, which is the person who takes care of it, usually myself. The bind ruin, what it means, what we have going on, the oaths that they gotta take per person, council member obligations for people who are in our high council, officer installations, which talks about what their positions are, what their tools are, that there's symbolic stuff. For instance, what a goatee is, the implements given, the chieftain, the treasurer, the law speaker, a high priestess, which would be our Wiccan counterparts, the advisors and the consultant, our Wheel of the Year rituals, which we're just getting started, and this will be added to more. We're going to be starting our Wheel of the Year this year with the midsummer solstice, middle of next month. Don't mind me, I had a roommate come and give me something. So, the ceremonies itself, the offerings, how to perform one, what you need, words of gratitude. On to the second chapter, which is Lords of Study, Lore, Wisdom, and Study. This is information needed, principles of the craft and the 9 noble realms. Divination consists of information on different divination tools from the Celtic Homes, the Norse ruins, tarot cards, into some basic dice divination that I wrote. This is my old letters from years ago. I'm probably going to get rid of this because I no longer do it like this. Into my interpretation of the ruins. It's the biggest part of our book. So this is what we're going through on the ruin class. And it is big, 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 big. That big. Into dice divination or dice casting, which is something that I do personally for myself. And 3 dice casting dice lists that I interpreted myself. To nature crafts and land spirits. This goes over different kind of information on nature crafts, including crystals and gemstones and their uses, what they're good for. All this information can be found on the Hammers Omnibus group. Get past that. All the way down to sacred groves and how they use. And then the last section is our working tools and our Vit keywork. This is stuff that we use within our craft. Things like Mjolnir, Thor's hammer, right here. To the staff, the hammer, the knife, the bow, the ruin set, the gatherings, the shapings, the awakenings, the inscribings, all these things. All the way down to the very last thing, the general bylaws of the Hammer's Omnibus. Yes, we are a group that has bylaws, rules to follow, and that can be found inside of our ritual Book of Shadows. So we're going to go through this one by one within the Hammer's Omnibus Discord. If you guys are interested, you guys are more than welcome to join Discord and take part in these classes with us and explore our Hammer's Omnibus Book of Shadows. If not, it's no big deal. You don't have to if you don't want to. But the point we're getting at is a Book of Shadows can be anything you want it to be. It is your tool to use in your working life. It is an extension of you, a record of your knowledge and your life as a divisionary, ritualist, whatever you may be, a writer. If you like writing poems and that's your Book of Shadows, go for it. That's what you do, that's what you do. No one cares. This is your book. This is what's going to pass down once you pass away. Many of you might know that I am also in an organization that I don't go into details with because some people might not like it very much, but I don't care. I'm not going to go into details, but I'm part of an organization that does kind of the same thing. You know, there's a term called memento mori, and that is remember what you have in life because it's what you have in life. And you will be remembered for what you have in life after you're gone from life. So do the best you can to be good in life. With that being said, I'm going to call it for this video, and I'm probably going to wind up making the next video for our ruin section just now. So stick around for that. It should pop up on Wednesday of next week. Thank you all, and as always, from Odin's breath, knowledge burns eternal.